then what was yesterday? The early bird gets the worms. Ew, who wants worms? Today I'm going to challenge some of the positive pop psychology literature out there. I'm not going to motivate you. In fact, some of the things that I'm going to say might even demotivate you, agitate you, and even piss you off. Why? Some of you might be thinking, why, Abhishek? This title, don't try. That too, in a Toastmasters forum? Let me tell you why. Cut to the year 1999. David Fincher's cult classic movie, Fight Club, was released. No, this one didn't have Ritesh Deshmukh and Sohail Khan. This one was the original, based on Chuck Palahniuk's novel of the same name. This one had Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, and Helena Bonham Carter. When the movie released, it wasn't received that well by the critics and the audience. But over the years, it has gone on to become a cult classic in the DVD circuit. I myself have watched it over 20 times. If you watch the movie, there are many things that you will like in the movie. For example, Brad Pitt's phenomenal performance, the out-of-the-box storyline, and the epic finale of the movie. But the maximum impact of the movie, for me, was the underlying philosophy that it carried. If you watch the movie carefully and with attention, you can actually see that it is a tool in developing and understanding the self. Here are 5 quotes from the movie. You're not your job. You're not the contents of your wallet. You're not the car you drive. This is your life, and this is ending one moment at a time. Losing all hope is freedom. Once you've lost everything, you're free to do anything. Hope is the most beautiful drug out there, isn't it? Because we have been raised to believe that in the end, everything will be all right. Yes? I say let's be imperfect. Let's have rough edges. Let's not try to close things and put it in a neat box always. We have been raised on a culture which tells us that be faster, be smarter, be richer, be healthier, be sexier, be popular. Picture this, you living in your 5,000 square feet penthouse. You get up in the morning, go to your corner furnished bathroom, freshen up, then come out, and then have breakfast. Okay, maybe you're having gold nuggets for breakfast. And then while you kiss your selfie-ready spouse and 2.5 kids goodbye, you're ready to take off on your helicopter. You fly to your office, and where you do incredibly meaningful work for days and days together. And one day that work will actually lead to saving the planet. But all the self-help and the positive psychology that is out there, if you realize, has only focused on what are the limitations of your life. It has actually focused on what you don't have. Right? Because there is no such thing as the perfect life. You stand in front of the mirror and you do affirmations, or you read techniques and methods to learn about making more money. Why? Because you feel you don't have enough money already. You go to dating sites and understand techniques on how to get the partner of your life. Why do you do that? Because you feel you're unloved already. You stand in the front of the mirror and do affirmations about success. Why? Because you feel you're unsuccessful already. Ironically, all the positive self-help theories that are out there, it only focuses on one thing, that which you don't have. And the more you focus on that, you have developed a certain conviction that your life is not good. Moving on. There is a quote in certain part of the world that the smallest dog barks the loudest. A confident man doesn't need to prove his confidence. A rich woman doesn't need to prove that she's rich. Either you are or you're not. We make jokes about first world problems, but our success has become our biggest failure. stress-related disorders, anxiety-related problems, cases of depression have skyrocketed over the past 30 years. I would like to talk about the philosopher Alan Watts. Has anybody heard about him? He talks about a philosophy which is known as the backward law. The more you pursue and the more you take effort on feeling better, the more miserable you end up feeling. Is that true?
True.
Yes, maybe for some of us. This one is slightly complicated. The more you focus on chasing something which you don't have, what you actually end up focusing on the lack of it, right? The more money you chase, what you actually end up focusing is the lack of money in your life. The more friends you chase, you actually end up becoming unhappy and more lonely. In the quest for enlightenment, you end up becoming shallow and self-centered. Because enlightenment, my friends, is nowhere to go, nothing to do, and nobody to be except exactly what you are right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishek.